you doing? Good. Good to see you. Okay, today we are going to look at the Tai Chi classics, and we are going to apply some of the Tai Chi classics to our own practice. I wanted to shout out, this is a great translation of that, the Taiji Chuan classics from Barbara Davis, and it has an annotated translation and commentary by Chen Wai-Ming, which is really amazing. So today we're going to be looking at the Taiji Chuan Jing, and this was originally to have been attributed to Zhang Sanfeng, who was the kind of the founding father of all of this. So the translation goes as this: empty and full should be divided clearly. Each point in your body in this way has empty and full. Every point always is empty and full. The whole body in every joint is strung together. Do not let it be even the slightest bit broken. So we're going to break that down into two different teachings today. I'm not sure if this is going to be one video or maybe two videos, but I want to talk about the idea of empty and full, and the idea of being connected. So let's talk about the idea of being empty and full. Well, we know in our Taiji Chu, the symbol, the yin and yang symbol, whatever you want to call it, you have the black side and you have the white side. Generally speaking, the black side is the yin side, the white side is the yang side. When we think of something being full, that would be considered yang, so the white side of it. When something is empty, it would be the yin side. So, with that said, how do we translate that into our bodies and into our own practice? Well, just for an example, for weightedness, when we're talking about weight shifting back and forth, we start out, we have 50-50 weight. When we're standing in Wu Ji, we're in a totally neutral posture. So my legs are neither heavy or light. And remember those little exercises that we would do, that we would shift back and forth, find where the pendulum stops, where there's no more weight in one or the other leg? That's the neutral stance of Wu Ji, the absolute nothingness. When we move into the realm of Taiji Chuan and Tai Chi, this is where we're entering into the world of polarities, duality, and this is where these opposites become an essential part of the practice. So what the Tai Chi classics is telling us is that this idea of being full and empty is crucial in our own practice and in the way that we move our energy through the body and in our forms. So let's say I shifted all of my weight. This is my right foot. Let's say I shifted all that weight to the right foot. This is now regarded as a yang leg. It's very heavy. And the yin leg is the light one. And I'm sure, as you've known, that we do not move a yang leg, because the yang leg is like the tree that's in the ground and rooted, and the yang leg is there rooted and grounded so that the yin leg can move around freely and dance and play and do whatever it wants to do. So it's the same analogy as the parent and the child, that the heavy leg is the parent that's very rooted and grounded, stable, and that allows the child to play and feel free to move around because it knows it has the stability of the parent, the guardian, watching over it. So when we switch the weight over now into the left leg, this becomes our new yang and this is our new yin. So this is one. I'm just going to work on weight mechanics here today. I'm sure there's so many different ways to interpret this fullness and emptiness, but for the sake of just time and for this video, we're just going to work on this idea of shifting weight. So let's do that a little bit, where we're just shifting weight from one leg to the other leg. And with our Wu Ji practice, we are really just allowing the weight to drop down into that foot. We are punishing this foot, the leg. Remember though, we keep the bones light. So even though that weight on my left leg here is super heavy, it still means that the bones are floating. Now I have the video switched around, so hopefully when I am talking about my left leg, you can mirror me in the video. If that's not the case, please let me know in the comments and I'll switch the video around or figure out a way to do that. Okay, so again, we are shifting weight back and forth. So one thing during the practice, just doing this is mindful. It's a wonderful form of practice. It's great if you have balance, coordination issues. Just walking, for heaven's sakes, just going from one leg and not moving this little child, the leg, until this is fully weighted and ready to go. So if we're like 70% here and we start to move our 30%, it's going to be clumsy and it just won't look natural. So we have to wait until it's 100% and then we move out. Then we pour that weight into that foot, wait until it's there and check, okay, yes. Then I can move the other leg. And this is the process. Okay? So this wants to be a huge part of our practice and our movement in the form. Today we're going to work with the core form, which was developed by an amazing teacher and Sifu. His name is Dr. Carl Totten. And the core form is just a brilliant way of kind of learning the essential postures without having to learn the 108, even learning the 24. It gives us a quick, very short form that we can start to get used to these postures and these movements. And it only takes about a minute or so to do, a minute and a half or a minute, just depending on how fast, how slow we do. And it's a great way to really focus on little things like this. It's a great, it's like the training wheels of our practice. So we're going to go ahead. We start in our circle. Good. Remember that circle represents we're in this place of neutral. So the weight is totally neutral between the legs. Take a big deep breath. Okay, so now pour all the weight into that right leg, this leg. Imagine it just being poured in there. And do not move the left until you feel fully ready to go. You step out into Wuji. Now we are in Wuji. So again, we're 50-50 weight. So this is our commencement here. Now we're about to venture into the world of polarity. And we begin by raising the hands up. So inhale, feel that lightness coming into the feet. And now we sink the weight back down, very heavy. Good. Okay, so remember we're just talking about feet here. Now we're pouring all the weight into the left foot. We're going to transfer that weight into the right. Now that weight is all the way in the right, and that allows us to step up nicely and easily with the left foot, and then we parting the wild horse's mane. We keep pouring that weight into the left. We come back, and then we roll the weight back into the right. Stork spreads its wings. Remember, we have a little cat stance in the left leg. Good. We still have all that weight in the right. And now we're going to step out again with our left, nice and light, and release that weight in the right. Let it come right forward. We're 60-40, but now we keep moving it into the left. And now we move it back into the right again. Play the guitar. Hold it in the right. Punish that right foot. Step, keep it in the right. Keep it in the right. Now release it. Play the peepaw. Full left now. And we go into pung. So now we are 60-40. Release the right, move everything into the back. Release the left. Good. Release the right. And release the left. Stepping out with the left. All the weight is into the left foot. Release the right. Single whip. Release the left. Release the right. We begin to wave hands like clouds. Release right. Release left. Release right. Release left. And here we go, our last one. Release left, all the way into, bury into the left. We come up with that right and kick. Down, 60-40 weight. Release the right. Release the left. Release the right. Release the left. Sink it into that right foot, very, very heavy. Step out with the left, nice and light. And release the right. Release the left. And right. Left. Right. All the way up. We are now going back into Wuji, so back into neutral. 50-50 again. We come up, across, and down. We are 50-50. Now we're going to pour the weight into the right foot. Sink it. Step in. That allows us to step in. Now we shift 50-50 weight. We come up. We bow. Great. And we go back to where we started. We're back to our circle. Take a big deep breath. Give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. Exhale. Excellent. Very good. Well done. So hopefully that's one layer of meditative movement that we need to employ and layer into our Taiji Chuan cake that we're making here. So this idea of shifting weight back and forth, and I think this is going to have to be broken into more than one video. So the next video I'm going to do is on the other idea that was talked about in our passage, which is the idea of continuous, unbroken movement. That's going to be in the next video. So take care. Have a great day.